Hello there, it's Ellie here, and in today's video I'd like to actually talk about something a little bit different, and that is the balance between time and money whenever you are working online or working from home. The fact is, as you can see in this picture, quite often the balance is completely off. The balance is that time has a big focus, or, it's taking a long time, and money is, you're taking a long time to make like 1 or 2 cents or pennies. Now, what everybody is actually looking for is something that's going to take very little time and give them lots and lots of money. And who can blame them? Because this is what is being promoted. So what happens is, whenever people are not experiencing this and actually experiencing the complete opposite with the very heavy time focus and the very little money coming back in again, what's going to happen? They say, nope, not for me, I quit. I'm not doing that. That's not worth my time and effort, and that's never going to actually make me any money. Do you know what? They think that thing is a scam, the dreaded scam word. And that's what happens, to be honest. And, unfortunately, it's just through a complete lack of understanding. Now, when you're actually working online, you really do have 2 different options. Actually, there are extra ones, but let's focus on these ones. First of all, there is the one that I call the red line, and there's the blue line. Okay, so the red line are tasks that you get paid sort of a higher amount for, but they actually take up quite a lot of time. And what happens is, you're doing that and you're doing it for a little while, and you start to get exhausted, and then what happens is you get to the point where actually you get really fed up and you stop doing whatever it is that you're doing that's making you money, or at least you reduce the time, because you're thinking, gosh, I can't spend all this time trying to make some money. And you come down here and then you realize that you're not making very much money, and then you sort of try to increase your time again, and whenever you increase your time, then you start to see the money increasing. Now the red line would be, in my opinion, tasks such as doing paid surveys or doing offers or that kind of thing. Now, the blue line is where most people are in terms of passive income. This is the way passive income works. You start off and you're spending very little time, but you're not making very much money. You're just not. It could take you 10 or 15 minutes to do a task. This could be likes of the ad clicks, or like on Timebox could be like the Instagram task, for example. And what happens is, you're doing the same task, you're doing the same task, you're doing the same task, and you're getting nowhere. It's like you're not making any money. You're trying really hard. You're trying to increase the amount of time that you spend, and it's taking forever. And you just thought, oh no way, this is ridiculous. I'm not going to do this. This is never going to work. This is never going to work. And that's when people quit. What you need to do, obviously, as it shows you in this line, is to work on something that's going to actually do this. Now, most people want the passive income to if I can take another color, let me see. Most people want passive income to go probably more like this. And that just doesn't happen. It really doesn't. That's not around. And what the other thing that's definitely not around is the one that goes like that. You know, people want to start and be earning a huge amount within like a couple of days. That's just not available. That's where people get scammed, because that's where people are being you know, fooled into the fact that, oh, if you just pay such and such a thing, then it's going to really take your income is going to really take off. Those are the scams. You know, those are the ones that you really want to avoid. So let's take a closer look then at passive income and what actually can happen and how you actually get this. The first thing, there's actually two different options really. The first thing is you insert some of the green stuff. You insert some money into something. And one of the things that I try to do is to teach people how to make a little bit of money as they're going along here. And then once they get a certain amount of money, then they can use that to invest and to increase their income. That's one of the ways that you can get your passive income moving. The other way to get your passive income earning is by inserting people or team members or recruiting. That's the other way to increase your passive income. And when you're working online, then this option, the recruiting option, is definitely one of the ones that has a big focus. Lots of people, you know, they think about team building and they maybe don't want to put any money into something because they're not sure. You know, they might be able to talk to a few friends, and if it's free especially, maybe they'll try something, and you know, if it works, you know, if they actually start to see the income increasing, well then, you know, they think, right, okay, this is going to work. Now, unfortunately, most people find this part very difficult. You know, they don't know how to recruit people, they don't know how to build a team, and they certainly don't know how to build a team of people who are actually active and, you know, actually doing, you know, the tasks that's involved along here. You know, it is quite difficult to find people who are willing to do that, and you know, who don't get to the point along here and just say, no, that's it, I'm quitting. That is difficult. And the money situation, you know, it is quite difficult if you haven't got any money to start with, you know, to work on this for long enough to actually get enough money to start to see some increase. And what also happens is that people who say, well, you know, I might join you, but let me see what your earnings are. Or, you know, come back to me whenever you have earned a decent amount. You know, come back to me whenever you're up here. And then I'll join. And then, you know, you get to the point where it's like, well, I need you to join to help me to get up here, but I can't get you to join until I'm here. So I'm stuck down here. So that's what happens. So where do you go from here? This is where people get to, and they think, right, okay, I can't do anything. Now the fact is, if you're not willing to do this, as in insert some money, or you're not willing to do this, or to learn actually how to do this, because often, you know, the problems with recruiting are because, you know, you haven't actually learned how to do it properly, if you're not willing to do either of those things, then you are going to be stuck on this line. And in that case, you might as well go back to the other activities. So you might as well go back to the one that goes like this. You might as well go back to the surveys and all that kind of stuff. So if you're not willing to work on passive income, then by all means stick with, you know, those other activities. If you actually want to see financial freedom and, you know, to actually get to the point where you are making, you know, more money than you have probably ever made in your life, you know, if you want to actually reach that, if that is what your dream is, then you need to focus on either adding money or adding people. It's that simple. There's nothing else that you can do. There's no magic wand. There isn't any of these. There just isn't any of those. So, you know, those are the scams. Steer clear of those and focus on working on increasing the amount of money that you have to invest into your system, or focus on learning how to add people to your team. Those are your two options. Now, I can actually do both of those things. I can teach you exactly how to do both of these. I do both of them. I have done for a long time. And actually, recruiting people is a lot easier than people think. I mean, I have built teams of like over 500 people. So, you know, that this is where I excel. This is what I do. I also do this. I've been earning a certain amount. And I keep putting money into various options that are building for me. You know, I don't focus purely on team building. I do both things. And that's what I would like to teach you. Now, if you would like to learn this, then do please just comment below this video, and we can talk about it a bit more. I can explain to you how to start here, completely for free, no problem at all. However, you do need to be willing to actually work on this level for a little while until you either build your income pot to invest, or until we can teach you how to do this. That's the options. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, then certainly if you can give it a like and maybe subscribe to my channel, because I will be adding a lot more videos like this to the channel, and hopefully then this will help you to actually work on building up to this very, very good and very high level income. That's where I want to see you. So that's it for now, and happy earning as always, and do take care now. See you in the next video.